Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Okay, so in chapter 10, pinabasa ko sa inyo yung chapter 10, ha? This is the first part of the two chapters tungkol sa process costing, no? So yung process costing, ginagamit ito sa production ng homogeneous products, no? So kung nabasa nyo doon sa page 274, ano-anong klase ng industries ang gumagamit ng process costing? So, yung industries which produce chemicals, petroleum, yung gumagawa ng sapatos, plastic, sugar, no? So, yung continuous na hindi mo makikita kung ano yung natapos, ano? Kung ilang units pa ang hindi natapos. So, sa process costing, ang report na ginagamit ay yung tinatawag na cost of production report. Ito yung analysis of the activity in the department or cost center. So by department, ang paggawa ng cost of production. For example, Department 1, Department 2, Department 3 hanggang sa matapos yung product. So in the cost of production report, dinidetermine yung total tsaka yung unit cost. Yun pa rin yung mga cost na elements ng manufacturing cost, ano, yung materials, labor, and overhead. Tatlo ang sections ng cost of production report. Ang unang section ay ang quantity schedule. Ang quantity schedule ay tungkol sa units na sinimulan o kaya naman natanggap ng isang department at ilan ang natapos at hindi natapos doon sa number of units na yon. O kung may nawala mang units, kasama yun sa ina-account, no? The second section is the cost charged to the department. Magkano yung cost na i-account sa department na yon? So kung first department yan, yung materials, labor at overhead lang. Kung second department yan, yung na-receive na cost from the first department plus the cost added in that department. And the third section is cost is accounted for as follows. Saan ba napunta yung cost na yon? So referring to the quantity schedule, ilan ang cost ng natapos na units, ilan ang cost ng in process at the end o yung hindi natapos. Pag-aralan muna natin yung paggawa ng cost of production, ng quantity schedule. Doon sa page 287, may illustration kayo dyan ng cost of production report. So ang paggawa niyan, formal statement din yan. So the name of the company and then cost of production report for the period covered. Quantity schedule refers to the number of units. So ito first department ito, so units started 25,000 and then you account for the units started. 20,000 units were completed, units in process and 5,000. So accounted lahat yung 25,000, no? And then, materials, labor, and overhead, yan yung manufacturing costs. Work done, WD for materials, 100% pareho pati in process end. Bakit 100% lahat? Kasi at the beginning of the process pa lang ay nilalagyan na ng materials. So kahit hindi pa siya tapos sa conversion, meron na siyang materials, no? So 100% of 20,000 and 5,000, total niyan 25,000. Labor and overhead, kapag ka-complete ng units, 100%, both for materials and conversion costs. And then for the in-process end, nakalagay naman dyan yung stage of completion, 40% of the actual quantity of 5,000 is 2,000. So pag-aralan muna natin ang paggawa ng quantity schedule. Problem number 3, page 305. Problem number 3, page 305. So sa case 1, started in process 10,000 units, completed 8,000, work in process and 2,000. No? So actual, started 10,000, double rule, completed 8,000, in process and 2,000. Pwede nyo namang isulat doon sa in process and ay IP, end. No, ibig sabihin in process end. Total 10,000. Materials. Work done. Kapag completed, palaging 100%. So 100% of 10,000 ay 10,000. Sa in-process end na 2,000, naka-indicate dyan, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. So yung 2,000 units, kahit hindi pa siya completely converted, meron na siyang 100% of materials. So 2,000 din yun, equivalent production, total for materials ay 10,000. Next, conversion costs. So conversion costs, labor and overhead na yun. Ha? Completed, 100%, 10,000. And then in process end, 3 ports completed. 3 ports is 75%. So 75% of 2,000 ay 1,500. Total equivalent production for conversion costs, 9,500. Okay, may tanong ba doon? Ha? May tanong ba? Ay, nako. Walang sumasagot. May tanong ba? Naintindihan ba? May tanong ba kayo? Wala. Sabihin nyo kung may tanong wala para magtuloy ako. Ano ba ito? Nadidinig kaya ako? Hindi. Ha? O anyone, may tanong ba? Wala. Ay, naku, ano ba? O, walang sasagot. Mga buwisit na to. Kakainis. Parang hindi kinakausap. Nadidinig ba ako? Ano ba ito? Nadidinig niyo ba ako? Ano ito?
Yes po, ma'am. Okay po.
Kanina, nadidinig ba ako?
Medyo choppy lang po kanina, pero okay na po ngayon, ma'am.
Ano kanina? Anong naintindihan nyo? Diniscuss ko yung case 1 sa problem 3. Naintindihan ba? Nadinig ba? O ano? Walang sasagot? Naintindihan ba yung diniscuss ko? Problem 3, page 305, case 1. Mag-video nga kayo. Nabubisit na ako sa inyo. O, ang tinatanong ko kanina, naintindihan ba? Diniscuss kong case 1, problem 3, page 305. O, ba't walang sumasagot? Naintindihan ba ako? Hindi.
Yes po.
Naintindihan kanina?
Opo.
O, sige, gawin ang case 2. Gawin ang case 2. Kami Sabangan, Maritoni. Paano gagawin ang case 2 kung naintindihan nyo yung case 1?
Opo, wait lang.
Kanina pa ako nagdi-discuss. Wait lang po pa kayo. Ngayon lang kayo nagbukat ng libro.
Mama ko po.
Sige.
Units received po, ma'am, is 40,000 po. Tapos sa actual po ng units completed is 34,000. Tapos sa materials po ng units completed is, yung work done niya po, ma'am, is 100% po. Kaya yung equivalent production niya po is 34,000. Tapos yung sa conversion po is 100% din po, kaya 34,000 din po. Sa ano po, ma'am, units in process po, and yung actual po is 6,000. Yung sa ma'am, sa materials po walang nakalagay.
Ano wala nakalagay?
And po ma'am.
Ano wala nakalagay? Nakalagay dyan, all materials are added at the end of the process. So, meron ka bang materials doon sa 6,000 units?
Sa ma'am, sa conversion po siya yung lagay, ma'am.
So, sa materials muna tayo, hindi pa tayo tapos sa materials. Ha? Ilang percent ang ilalagay mo sa in-process end for materials? Ilang
6,000.
percent? Ha?
100% po rin po ba, ma'am?
Materials are added at the end of the process. Ibig sabihin ng end of the process, converted na yung products. 100% conversion na. So, meron na bang materials yun? Wala
po.
pa. Okay. So, total equivalent production for materials.
Ma'am, 34,000 lang po.
34,000 only. Para doon sa completed lang. Sa conversion cost, 6,000 units ang in-process end, ilang percent ang work done?
Ma'am, 1/4 po.
So, ilan ang equivalent ng 1/4 ng 6,000?
1/5 po, ma'am.
Okay, total equivalent production?
35,500 po.
Okay, that is correct. Case 3, sige, tapusin mo. So, started 40,000. Doon muna tayo sa actual. Started 40,000. Completed 34,000. In process end, dalawang batch. Isang 3,000 at isang uling 3,000. Total 40,000. Okay, materials. Work done. Kapag ka completed, 100% palagi. So, 100%. 34,000 is equal to 34,000. For the first batch ng 3,000.
Ma'am, 75% lang po. 2,250 po.
Okay. 75% ay 2,250. How about the other 3,000?
Ma'am, 100% po. So, 3,000 pa rin po.
Bakit 100%? Kasi yung unang 3,000 ay 1/3 completed siya. Yung pangalawang 3,000, 1/2 completed. Sa parehong batch na yan, 75% ng materials are added at the beginning of the process. So parehong may 75% na yan, no? Pero doon sa...
When the process po, sabi niya, is 1/2 complete.
So, yung 25%, kailan idinadagdag? When the process is 1/2 completed. Yung unang batch, 1/3 lang. Umabot na ba siya sa 1/2? Anong mas malaki? 1/2 o 1/3? Ang 1/2 is 50% complete. Ang 1/3 is 33 and 1/3. So, meron na ba siyang additional 25% ng materials? Wala pa. Wala pa. Kasi 1/3 completed pa lang siya. So, only 75% doon sa unang 3,000. Sa pangalawang 3,000, meron na agad siyang 75%. Kasi beginning of the process, meron na siyang materials. Pero nadagdagan na ba siya ng another 25%? Hindi pa rin kasi 1/5 completed lang siya. So total equivalent production for materials ay ilan?
Ano ma'am, 38,500 po.
Okay, 38,500. Let's go to conversion costs. For
Yes,
34,000, 100%. Palagi 100% yung completed, ha? For the first 3,000, ilang percent?
ano ma'am, 1/3 po, so 1,000 lang po.
Okay, and the other 3,000?
1/2 po, so 1,500 po.
Hindi 1/2 yan. Basahin mo ulit. The 3,000 units, 1/5 completed. 1/5. Ilan yung 1/5?
600 po ma'am.
600. So ilan lahat? Ang equivalent production for materials.
35,600 po.
35,600. Okay, let's go to page 311. Page 311, number 6789, huh? So, started in process 38,000. The ending inventory consisted of 12,000 units. If you prepare the actual production, started 38,000, ilan ang completed? Page 311, ilan ang completed? You are accounting for 38,000 units. 12,000 ang nasa in-process end. Ilan ang completed? Ayan na.
26,000.
26,000. So, 26,000. So, the answer to number 6 and number 7, how many units were transferred out during the month? So, that means silang units ang completed sa department na to. 26,000 units, okay? So, work done for materials, completed 100%, 26,000. Sa in-process end na 12,000, ilan percent daw ang materials? Sa in-process end na 12,000, ilang percent daw ang materials? O basahin, 15% complete as to material. So, ilan yun? Ay, mag-calculator na nga kayo kung hindi nyo pa-calculate.
1,800 po.
1,800. So, ilan ang equivalent units for materials? You add 26,000 ang completed, 1,800 ang equivalent units for the in-process end. So, ilan lahat?
27,800 po.
Okay, 27,800. Ano ba ibig sabihin na equivalent units? Equivalent units means ilang units ang completed and you restate the in-process end in terms of equivalent units. So that means you multiply the number of units in the in-process end by the percentage of completion. O kaya, kung ilang percent ang materials ang naidagdag. For conversion costs, 100% ang completed. So 26,000 times 100% ay 26,000. For conversion cost, only 10% ang completed. So 10% of 12,000 is 1,200. So ilan na equivalent units? For conversion costs.
27,200.
Okay, 27,200. So the first schedule sa cost of production report, the quantity schedule is important because iyan ang magiging basihan kung magkano yung unit cost. So referring again to the illustration on page 287, the next section is the cost charged to the department. No, page 287. So first department lang itong illustration dito. Materials, iyan ang amount, labor at overhead. How do you compute the unit cost? So total cost of materials, 100,000 divided by the equivalent production of 25,000 ay 4 pesos. Sa labor naman, total cost is 66,000 divided by the equivalent production refer to quantity schedule na 22,000, that is 3 pesos. So overhead, 44,000 divided by equivalent production of 22,000, 2 pesos, and then add total cost 210,000, total unit cost 9 pesos. The third section, accounting for the cost accounted for as follows. So again, referring to the quantity schedule, sa actual units, dalawa lang yung napuntahan, di ba? Completed, tsaka in processing. So unahin natin ang completed and transferred. Total number of units, 20,000 times total unit cost. And then in process end, refer to the quantity schedule for materials, 5,000 times total times unit cost of 4 pesos. And then sa labor, 2,000 units sa equivalent production times unit cost. And then overhead, 2,000 also times unit cost. Pag inad mo yung total ng completed and transferred at ng in-process end, it should be equal, the total should be equal to the total cost doon sa second section, the cost charged to the department. Okay? So gawin natin yung problem number 4, page 306. So kayo na ang dapat mag-aral kung paano yung format, ha? Problem number 6. Problem number 4 pala, page 306. So dito sa problem, started, we prepared the quantity schedule. Actual, 12,000. Completed and transferred. Ako, nung gumagawa kami ng cost of production report noon, di na namin binubuo yung completed and transferred na word. Nung ginagawa namin, CMT, ibig sabihin noon, completed and transferred, para madali, no? CMT, 10,500, and then IPM, 1,500, total 12,000. So, accounted lahat, no? Next, work done for materials, ilan? Compute. Basahin yung information. 1/2 of the materials are added at the beginning of the process. The balance when the units are 1/2 completed. So, ilan ang equivalent production for materials? Compute. Itatapat nyo doon sa completed at sa in-process end. Sa completed, 100% of 10,500 ay 10,500. Same process end na 1/5. Buo na ba yung materials doon?
Hindi po.
Ilang percent ang materials?
50% lang.
50%
50% po.
lang. Ano, kasi the other 50% is added when the products are 1/2 completed. Ay 2/5 completed pa lang yan, which means 40% pa lang. No? So, ilan ang equivalent production for materials? Total.
11,250.
Okay. Conversion costs, again, sa tapat ng completed ay 10,500. Sa tapat ng in-process, ilang percent?
250 po.
40%. 40 lang, di ba? 2/5. 40%. So, ilan ang 40%?
600 po.
Okay, total equivalent production?
11,100 po.
11,100. Okay, second section. Cost charged to the department. So, dahil isang department lang to, materials, labor, and overhead. And then, unang column, the amounts. 72,000, 88,800, and 44,400. Then get the total. After overhead, total. How much the total?
205,200 po.
Okay, 205,200. Next column, unit cost. So for materials, 72,000 divided by, refer to equivalent production, 11,250. Magkano ang unit cost?
6.40 po.
6.4. Labor, 88,800 divided by equivalent production, 11,100.
8 po.
Okay, and then overhead, 44,400 divided by equivalent production, 11,100.
4 pesos po.
Okay, get the total unit cost.
18.40 po.
18.40. So, gagamitin yan sa third section. Third section, cost is accounted for as follows. Cost is accounted for as follows. Una, completed and transferred. Parenthesis, 10,500 units times total unit cost of 18.40, parenthesis, and then the amount sa right. So completed and transferred, parenthesis, 10,500 units times, o kaya 10,500 times 18.40, parenthesis, and then the amount sa right.
193,200.
Okay, 193,200. Next, in process and colon. Ano-ano ang pumasok na cost sa in process and? Una, materials. Refer again to equivalent production. Ilang units ng materials ang meron sa in process and? 750. Okay, times 6.40. So, parenthesis yun na, materials, parenthesis, 750 times 6.40. Ilan?
4,800 po.
Okay? Huwag niyong itatapat doon sa total amount ng cost and completed and transferred ha. Huwag itatapat. Medyo nakakaliwa. Next, labor. Equivalent production, 600 units times unit cost of 8. Ilan?
4,800 din po.
Okay, next. Overhead. Again, 600 units times 4.
2,400 po.
Okay, and then you add
12,000
the
po.
total amount, itapat doon sa 193,200. Itapat ha. And then last line, total cost as accounted for. Total cost as accounted for. You add the two amounts. 193,200 for completed, 12,000 for in process end. Dapat pareho siya doon sa cost sa second section. Tama? Balansyado.
Opo.
Okay. We prepare the entries. Doon sa second section, ano yung entry? Debit work in process, 205,200. Credit materials, 72,000. Credit payroll, 88,800. Credit factory overhead applied, 44,400. So, for the cost of the units completed and transferred, we debit ilagay natin to dyan ha. Completed and transferred to finished goods. Para malinaw ha. Completed and transferred to finished goods. Kasi iba yung completed and transferred to the next department. Iba yung finished goods. So if the goods are already completely finished, the second entry would be debit finished goods, 193,200. Credit work in process, 193,200. No. So kung gagawan nyo ng T account ang work in process, ang total debit, 205,200, 205 ano? Ang total credit, 193,200. So the balance would be 12,000, which is the amount of the in-process end. No. So walang entry, yung in-process end. Iyon yung maiiwang balance ng work in process. Okay, may tanong ba doon? Ha? Pwede tumuloy sa problem number 5? Oh, may tanong ba? Wala. Ay, nako, sumagot. Wala? Okay. May tanong, naintindihan na? Problem number 5 has 2 departments. The following data were taken from the books for the month of January. So, doon muna tayo sa Department 1. Quantity schedule. Started, actual, 60,000. CMT, completed and transferred, 40,000. IPN, 20,000. Total, 60,000. Double rule. So, walang nawala, no? Work done, materials. Work done, completed and transferred, 100%, 40,000. In process end, ilang percent? Nakalagay dyan sa Department 1, all materials are added at the beginning of the process. So, ilang percent ng materials meron ang in process end na 20,000? All materials are added at the beginning of the process. Kapag ka beginning ng process pa lang ay ina-add na ang materials, lahat ay 100% completed and transferred, and in process end, parehong 100%. Kahit may nawala pa dyan, 100% pa rin yun, ha? Kasi simula pa lang ng process, mayroon ng materials. Okay, so total equivalent production for materials, 60,000. Conversion costs, work done, completed and transferred, 100%, 40,000. In process end, ilang percent? Naka-indicate dyan.
75.
75. So ilan yung 75%?
15,000 po.
15,000. So total equivalent production for conversion costs?
55,000 po.
Okay, 55,000. Next section, cost added, cost charged to the department. Cost charged to the department. Materials, 480,000. Labor, 330,000. Factory overhead, 220,000. Get the total.
1,030,000 po.
1,030,000. Next column, doon sa cost charged to the department ay unit cost. Materials, 480,000 divided by total equivalent production.
8 pesos po.
8 pesos. Labor, 330,000 divided by total equivalent production.
6 pesos po.
6. Factory overhead, 220,000 divided by 55,000 equivalent production.
4 pesos po.
4. Get the total unit cost.
18 pesos po, ma'am.
18 pesos. Next. Marunong kayo mag-double rule, ha? Cost is accounted for as follows. Una, dalawa ang pinuntahan ng 60,000 units. Una would be completed, parenthesis, 40,000 times 18 pesos, parenthesis. Ilan?
700.
720,000. Next, in processed column. Materials, 20,000 times 8. Oh, 20,000 times 8.
160,000.
Okay, titignan nyo lagi ang quantity schedule, ha? Doon nandun yung number of units. Okay, labor. Ilang units ang in processed? 15,000. Times 6,
90,000.
90,000. Overhead, again, 15,000 times 4.
60,000 po.
Okay. Total cost ng in processing,
310,000 po.
310,000. Itatapat niyo yun sa 720, ha? Okay, total cost. Anong next line natin? Total cost as accounted for. No, total cost is accounted for. Babalanse ba siya?
Opo.
1,030,000. Okay, entries. Entry sa second section, debit work in process, 1,030,000. Credit materials, 480,000. Credit payroll, 330,000. Credit factory overhead applied, 220,000. Next entry for the cost of the finished completed units. Debit, ano i-debit natin? Finished goods ba? Hindi, kasi may second department pa, no? Debit, work in process, department 2. Doon pala sa first entry, lagyan nyo ng department 1, ha? Sa first entry. Work in process, department 1, 1,030,000. Okay, second entry, debit work in process, department 2, 720,000. Credit work in process, department 1, 720,000. So kung i-analyze natin yung work in process ni department 1, ang balanse na lang niya yung 310,000. No. Si department 2 naman, may balance na siyang debit 720,000. No. Okay, punta tayo kay department 2.